The one, the coffee shop that I went there. Right?
Yup.
Dia.
Kan nak cakap kita pergi blok ni juga.
Ya lah. Tapi dekat dalam sikit kan. Blok number tak sama lah.
Merah. Merah.
It was green.
Green man. Belum lah sayangku, ya Allah ya.
Cannot see, sorry.
In 300 meters, turn right. Turn right.
It's LRT station again. Oh, I missed the name. Okay, there's another LRT station ahead. Okay, this is green light. Let's see what is the name of this LRT station. It's somewhere near Punggol Road at Buangkok Drive. It's called Damai. Damai LRT station. Damai is a Malay word meaning peace.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right.
This is Punggol Place now. You can see the LRT single car is moving there. We're going into Sentul Crescent. Sentul is a Malay word
800
again.
meters, turn right.
Sentul is a fruit. It's a fruit. Sentul. Now we have to take this curve here, this crescent here. Follow this crescent slowly because there's work going on there. Work access slow. How slow? 100 is also slow compared to 200. I guess slow here means 40, 50. Okay, there's an LRT station here. The name is, I don't know, is Samki. The name is Samki. It's probably a Chinese name. This is the waterway I'm talking about. The waterway at Punggol on the right. There's a river there. Oh no, bateri sudah habis.
Rasa tak charge tadi.
Lupa. Tak ada time nak tengok. Belum sampai.
Turn right.
Turn right. Sumang Link.
Ush, kuatnya angin dia.
Angin.
Tengok tu. Kencang tu tengok. Atas tu.
In 300 meters, turn right.
Turn right.
Turn right.
So we took Sentul Crescent and Sumang Link. Okay, next time remember lah, Sentul Crescent, Sumang Link.
Tak pakai yang ini tak payah tukar-tukar. Yang ini kan ada.
Yeah.
Ya.
Anybody crossing? Anybody crossing?
In 200 meters, turn left.
Alright. Okay, this station is now called Nebong. It's another Malay name.
Turn left.
Nebong, I think, got something to do with bamboo. Nebong is a Malay name, most probably linked to bamboo in English. Or it could also be Atapchi.
Bukan.
I'm not very sure which
Bukan.
one. Oh, but Atapchi is called Gabung. Buah Gabung.
Kabung.
Hmm?
Kabung.
Kabung, yeah. On the right is a yacht club parking area. They park their yacht here, or canoe, or something to do with sea activity, and they can come here and take their yacht and sail in the sea, and then come back and park here again. You can see, most probably, I hope you can see the yacht there. There's one or two yachts there, big one. Okay, this is also newly developed here. This is Punggol Reservoir. All industrial area.
Tu sebelah ada kereta jaga.
Eh?
Sebelah ada kereta.
Yes. On the left, there's a link to TPE, Tampines Expressway. Okay, here you can see heavy industry, cement mixing company, and this cement are sent to the housing, to the construction site. You can see it as stones, granite stone, used to make that concrete structure. This road is called Seletar North Link. This area is called Seletar. I have not made any research what is Seletar, where does the Seletar name come from. But we have a group of people living by the sea, and they are called Orang Seletar, the people of the Seletar, the boat people. They do not have permanent housing, just make some shed out of wood or atap, and most of the time is in the boat, going out at sea, catch fish, and then come back here. This is their area. But many of them has left there, and many of them has modernized, become no more the people of the sea, orang laut. They are no more orang laut. They have become like any other citizen in the normal mainstream. They either assimilate with the Malays or assimilate with the Chinese and become ordinary citizen. This is again rare footage of Singapore. So many bushes, tall grasses, trees, unmanned trees, very open space. Roads are not as good as at other roads because it's not fully developed yet. On the right you can see there are some buildings in Johor Bahru, Malaysia, and that is Pasir Gudang, where you can see all those cranes. That is Pasir Gudang, blue and white, and all the orange train. This is a bridge to connect the main island of Singapore to. Behind us is the Punggol Island. On the left is Seletar Airport. Seletar Airport mainly used by the freight aircraft, DHL, FedEx, and many more. Or private planes, yes. Private planes are also taking off and landing it here. Also, there's a flying school. Flying school inside here, junior flying school, where people learn how to fly the plane. Real one, not drone, real plane, but small one, Cessna maybe. You can see the planes flying all over the place over the weekend. We are turning right into Yishun Avenue 1. Yishun Avenue 1 is a kind of causeway that crosses the river, Seletar River, hence creating Seletar Reservoir on the left, and on the right is part of Johor Strait. You can still see Johor there on the right. Johor, Pasir Gudang. Johor is part of Malaysia, southern tip of Malaysia. And Singapore is an island of Johor. It's connected by causeway in Woodland and a second link at Tuas.
200 meters. Turn left.
Here they have this house control station to control the valve, controlling the water coming into the river and going out into the sea. Is controlled by this building here.
Turn left.
Somebody is working here to control. Turn left? Why? What? Now we go into Yishun Avenue 8.
In 200 meters.
The time is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 p.m.
Continue straight.
On Friday, 5th of March 2021. Just recovering from the pandemic. We are allowed now to gather 8 person in the restaurant or in any activities. Religious building like mosque and other church and temples are allowed 250 people, but at a distance of 1 meter. And I think at a group of 50 person at one area, and then there should be a gap for another 50 people. I can't remember what is the gap about. So this 50 and 50, they should not mix each other. They do their prayer at the place where they are located, zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, and then they dismiss at a different place. They enter from a different place. There are temperature checking, and there are safe entry checking also. This is again also new road, just completed maybe in 2019, and slowly is extending phase by phase. In future, this Yishun Avenue 8 will join with Admiralty East Road. Admiralty East Road was previously within the location of the naval base area, which is maintained by the British Navy. Naval base means British naval base area. Once again, this is Yishun Avenue 8.
Turn left. Turn left.
I do not wish to turn left, I wish to go straight, because to look at the new estate. This new estate is called Canberra Estate. We have left Yishun Estate.
Turn left.
We have left Yishun Housing Estate behind us. We're heading towards Canberra Housing Estate. Along the way at this left here is the fire station.
Turn left. Then continue straight.
Again, I do not want to turn left. I want to go into the heart of the Canberra Housing Estate. It may take a bit a long way.
Meters. Slight left. Slight left.
Yeah, so I cannot go straight. Straight ahead is to be joined with Admiralty East Road in future. So I have no choice but to turn left
In 800 meters, turn right.
and follow Google instruction. It says what? Straight ahead is Canberra MRT station, just completed in 2019.
Turn right.
It is an additional station which was constructed much later, in between Yishun and Sembawang station. There was no station here, but it was creatively added on and was completed in 2019. So this station will cater for all the residents in Canberra housing estate. And this road here, we are on Canberra Way, taking Canberra Link, heading towards Sembawang.
In 500 meters, turn left.
This is now Canberra Link. We are on Canberra Link, going towards Sembawang Drive. On the left is Sembawang Road towards the city, but we are not going to the city, we are going to the north. We are going to Woodlands via Sembawang. Now we are at Canberra Link. We are still on Canberra Link. And on the left is the railway MRT track going towards the city. And from the city to Jurong East, we are heading now, is towards Jurong East. And there is MRT station here. Here on the left, MRT station is called Sembawang Station. To the left of the station, just next to the left of the station, was the location of my school, secondary school, Naval Base Secondary School. And next to secondary Naval Base School is West Hill School, West Hill Primary School. And where the station is standing now is the location of Canberra Primary School. So 3 schools were here before, but there were no housing estate at that time. We all live in barrack houses, about 3-story, 4-story high, on the right here, which is built and managed by the British Naval Base. And we are called British Protected Person at that time. We have our own identification card, and only those with identification card can enter the gate into this Naval Base area. They are all fenced up. That was in 1960s, or rather 1950s to 1970. and then Naval Base is now open to the public. Anybody can comes in. The British no more monitor this place. They have returned to Britain, and in 1957 Singapore was independence from the Britain, but the country is still managed by Britain somehow, somewhere, and only in 1965 that Singapore is totally independent without link anymore to the British government. And in 1965 we are still not so industrialized. Only in 1970s, middle of 1970s, industrialization started, and all this housing estate also started around that time. The first few houses, public housing flats, were probably introduced in 1965 or something. I lived in a barrack at Khalsa Crescent in Woodlands from 1960 to 70, and then in 1971 I moved to the public housing estate in Toa Payoh. Yeah, on the left is the railway track, north-south line going towards Jurong East. This is Sembawang area or Sembawang constituency. By the way, my school, Naval Base Secondary School, has moved to Yishun. West Hill Primary School no more. Canberra's Primary School also moved to Canberra Primary School is somewhere here on the right. We are about to leave Sembawang Housing Estate, and the boundary is the bridge or the river ahead of us here. The blue building you can see straight ahead is now under Woodlands Industrial Area, Woodland Industrial Estate, and after that we shall go into Woodlands Public Housing Estate. Here on the left is Seagate company doing on the electronic stuff like hard disks, I don't know what else. By the way, now we are at Woodlands Avenue 10 here. Towards the left is going towards the city, to the right is going towards the North Industrial Zone. We are on Sembawang Way now, and when we cross there, it will probably become Woodlands Avenue 7. Gotta check that out. There's also a company called 3M, and here on the left is Seagate building, factory, and yes, we are on Woodlands Avenue 7. So I shall end the video here. because the other stretch of this road is already in the other video. Bye bye.